They used to be hardcore soldiers for hire.
Die, motherfucker!
Their business was killing, and business was good.
I'm your worst nightmare, shitwad!
But now, with no war to fight, they've put away their M60s and grenades for stethoscopes and bedpans. They are mercenaries. And their business is taking care of your elderly loved ones, and business is in the black for this quarter.
I'm Nurse Jackie from Mercenaries, and I'm here to care for your grandpa.
Well, he gets naps in the afternoon, he loves to watch Matlock, and he needs his drawers changed about twice a day. Good luck! Bye-bye!
Okay, Harold, time for your food, asshole.
Me want make duties!
You'll put a cork in it, you bag of shit, or so help me God, I'll shove my Reader's Digest so far up your pee hole you'll end up in next Tuesday.
Tuesday's half off at the Country Kitchen Buffet.
Mercenaries, the at-home nursing service that'll hit you so hard, your mom will get black eyes.
My mom died in '98 from cancer.
Martha! Is that my Martha?
Shut it, old man! Mercenaries are coming for you and your medicine.
Hi, Mercenaries. I was calling about my bill. It says that we owe $20,000 for demolitions reimbursement. Can you explain that for me?
We just don't throw out old diapers and dirty bedpans out in the trash like other nurses do. We take 16 cubes of C4 and then hit it all with Scorpion or Rocket. Shit is awesome.
I'm not paying for that.
You'll pay alright, or we'll hit you so hard the Elephant Man will come to town.
What does that even mean?
Mercenaries, we put the hell in healthcare.
Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. Stinker Madness. We got the Stinker Madness.
That's right! We are back. We have the Stinker Madness, the podcast for bad movies and all bad movie things for bad movie lovers by bad movie lovers. Should be a product line of clothing. How are you, Sam?
I'm good.
Good. How are you, Jackie?
I'm excellent, eh?
Awesome. The movie this week is Mercenaries? No, Mercenaries.
You know what? I'm lying. I got some shit in my ear.
Oh.
It's really pissing me off.
Like water?
You're real shitty.
No, I don't know what it is. I think it's probably one of those things in the,
Why are you cramming shit in your ear?
No, I think it's one of those things in, Star Trek that takes over your brain like it did with Chekhov, but my ear canal is too small and it's too big and it's just sort of lodged in there.
That part is icky.
It is icky.
That's probably the ickiest thing that happens in all of Star Trek.
Eyes and ears are icky. It's hard to watch shit go into people's eyes.
You know
and
what's
ears.
also icky is at the end of Star Trek, The Next Generation, Worf plants one right on Deanna Troi. That's icky.
Gross.
Yeah. Nothing like making out with a Klingon.
I was going to say nothing. I thought it was icky because Deanna Troy's kind of icky.
She is kind of icky.
Who's grosser?
Michael Dorn is actually an attractive human being.
Yeah.
Martina Sirtis. Anyways, Netflix do's and don'ts. This week, we did The Enemy with Luke Perry and Olivia Diabo and Roger Moore. You guys remember that one?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty forgettable. I didn't like it.
What was it?
The Enemy, where he has to smuggle
That's what it was called?
Yeah, it was called The Enemy.
That was so fucking forgettable. I can't even remember the name. Well, I mean, there can't be any even a lie endorsement at this point. That's probably a don't.
It is definitely
It's a don't.
Do not. Boring as shit, and it's not even riffable. It's just
I put my finger in my belly button during this movie and then just smelt it.
Huh.
That was how entertaining this movie was. My smelly belly button was better than that.
also icky. Is that ickier than a con mind worm going into your brain or making out with Deanna Troi? I don't know. Who's to say?
What if it was a con mindworm in the belly button
Of
that
Deanna
couldn't
Troi.
get anywhere, and it was icky, smelly, and then somebody ate it after putting it in their ear and their eye?
And that person was Deanna Troi.
Yeah.
That's icky.
That's icky.
That's the trifecta. Hitman's Run with Eric Roberts. And anybody else? Seems like somebody else.
There was
in
somebody who's the bad guy was nobody.
Yeah.
Did I watch this one?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, with Eric Roberts. And
and the chick from Wings.
Oh yeah, the chick from Wings. His wife gets nabbed by the bad guys. There's mafia business. They're on a boat. Maybe you didn't watch Hitman's Run.
I know we all watched Hitman's Run. That was good.
We all watched Hitman's
Is that the one where he ran over the guy in the telephone box?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep, that was an awesome movie.
Yep, he runs over a guy in a telephone box.
I wonder...
That was my favorite part.
Sometimes, because you watch these Eric Roberts movies, and he does his action sequences, and he runs like a girl, and he doesn't... His physicality doesn't make sense.
No, he is not athletic.
And he's just sort of... He's just fancy.
You know what he looks like? He looks like one of those 50s basketball players that you see the videos of.
Oh, no. Those guys are athletic compared to...
Yeah, I guess that's
He
true.
looks like a kid that's not able to dance trying to do ballet.
While performing action lines.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't...
You're supposed to infer the action that's going on.
When he jumps over the guy on the boat, and it's just the dandiest jump I've seen
And his
anybody.
hair is dandy.
Yeah.
He's got the ponytail mullet the whole movie. A ponytail and a mullet.
But then you could tell when they had like fresh days where they were starting filming again, even if they were in the middle of like a scene, because his ponytail would look fresher and it would be like wet and it'd have like shine and everything.
This
and
was like 1992, so he's rocking the LA looks for sure.
Oh yeah, he's got some kind of pomade in that thing.
Pomade? They didn't have... This is 1992. They didn't have pomade. They had hair gel or Aquanet. That's all your options were.
There was mousse.
Oh, yeah, mousse.
I used mousse. Anyway, I wonder the director of these films is like, after the first, what you would consider to be an action sequence in most films, after you see him sort of, meander about awkwardly, you just go, well... It's not... Well, that's going to be a take, I guess. And then, like, the third one...
he just says, print it, and walks away.
By the third one, Eric Roberts is sort of bouncing around and looking back every once in a while, like, is that good? And you're like, yeah. Yeah, I know it's not going to get any better. Yeah. I know it.
Hitman's Run is a double do for me.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I super loved it. That was a good time. That's what the do's and don'ts are all about, is finding gems like Hitman's Run. Last but not least... Actually, it's least. It's least in temperature. Absolute Zero with Jeff Fahey. Actually, it's the first time Jeff Fahey gets frozen.
He doesn't get frozen either time.
Right.
He
gets
frozen
really chilly
both times, but he narrowly escapes each time. Not to ruin movies with Jeff Fahey, but it usually turns out okay.
This one ruined itself.
Yeah, well, he's in these movies that it usually turns out pretty well. Even The Lawnmower Man.
This one did not turn out pretty well.
He was in The Thing.
He was in The Thing.
Well, I mean, the Earth is fucked, but he makes it.
No, he's fine. Yes, the movie is not fine.
Oh, no, things turn out well for Jeff Fahey.
Yeah, not for the viewer. Not this time.
And I'm saying that even with The Lawnmower Man, things turn out well for Jeff Fahey.
Yeah, he's
but
fine.
The world is gonna be fucked because he's computered now. And he runs it, We
didn't watch Lawnmower Man.
No, I'm just saying.
Absolute Zero.
It's a rule, I think, that in Jeff Fahey movies, whether or not things don't turn out well for the world, they turn out well for Jeff Fahey.
He doesn't die in Lost. I wouldn't say it turns out well
That's
for
not
Jeff.
a movie.
Well, I understand, but I'm just trying to think of other Jeff Fahey things that...
He's got to die in something.
I can't. He's no Sean Bean, that's for damn sure.
No.
Absolute Zero. World freezes.
No.
I did not like it.
No, I did not.
I
enjoyed 0 minutes of it.
I don't remember if I even gave a due to the other one. What was the other one?
Hitman's Run.
No, the one
Enemy.
with Jeff Fahey where he gets fucking cold.
100 below zero.
Yeah,
I did give a due on that one. We double featured that one with the Casper Van Dien.
They were both all right.
Yeah, I liked both of those ones. Absolute Zero was. I think this was like a early, like maybe one of the first sci-fi movies, Sci-Fi Channel movies.
I don't know.
Made for sci-fi. It stunk. It was not good. That's all we did this week. So we'll catch up. Now that there's not football on, there should be plenty of time for Netflix do's and don'ts.
What?
Do you have something to interject, Sam?
Stu, this is unrelated, but Barbara Streisand received her
Big fan of the show.
first platinum certification for an album.
So she has a new album and it went platinum?
31 times she's gone platinum.
She has a new album.
Yes, that went platinum.
That's ridiculous. I didn't know that she was still making music.
Yep. And in a big fuck you to Stinker Madness, she did not acknowledge Stinker Madness.
Oh, that's a damn shame.
I bet Mark Brown, or what was his name?
Mark Montana.
Mark Montana, I bet he was just like, yeah, that's right, Stinker Madness, in your fucking face.
Yeah.
Uncle fuckers.
You guys didn't sell 31 million albums. That's true. We don't sell albums.
At all.
At all. It's
We
free.
have sold 0 albums.
0 albums.
And I'm damn proud of that.
Yeah, free show. Got a new segment. It's a continuation of the last segment where I called it Important Things. We're going to adapt it this time. It's now going to be called What You Talking About, Willis?
Oh, God damn it.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
And I want to give some stuff here. The movie is Mercenaries.
Yeah.
And I'm not railroading Sam's boring bullshit, which we'll get into. I'm going to just talk about Mercenaries for a brief minute.
Oh, just the idea?
Mercenaries themselves.
Guns for hire?
Not the movie Mercenaries. The Mercenaries date back to ancient Egypt, 13th century BC. White gold, that's the first evidence that we have of mercenaries, when Ramsay II used 11,000 mercenaries during his battles. Edit. For those of you listening at home, my wife's a pig. Many countries have their own laws defining a mercenary, but they are defined and protected by the Geneva Convention. I wouldn't think that mercenaries would come up during the Geneva Convention.
The Geneva
Yeah,
Convention
that doesn't seem right.
It's the Articles of Warfare, and they fall into warfare.
Yeah, I guess.
I
But
mean, if it leaves stuff out, then all of a
is there
sudden...
okay, we just got done with World War II. Let's take care of this mercenary thing. No, you got people to hang and hey, no more killing all of the race of one people or creed.
It's the Articles of Warfare.
I guess.
All forms. Yeah. If it's in the Geneva Convention, and if it's not, then I guess it's fair
Well, it's
game.
only defined in the Geneva Convention. There's no particular rules about the Geneva Convention other than that they are fair to have a trial, or they must have a trial. That's it. If you found them to be a mercenary and your law is mercenary, all mercenaries must die in your country, then it's off with their heads. They're not protected per se, other than that they get a trial.
I imagine that probably under the Articles of Warfare, treated as any other combatant.
No, treated differently. A private military company, PMC, is what we're calling them now. We don't have mercenaries in the United States.
Soldiers of Fortune?
Not even that. Just private military companies, private military firms, or private military or security company.
Security companies
Yes.
is what everybody's security.
Or private military contractors.
Dude, if I could have security limo drive, somebody drive me around town, open my door, follow me around, keep teenagers away from me. Perimeter security?
Sure.
Yeah, but they call
Awesome!
go to Guatemala and ace this dude.
Yeah.
For security
For
purposes.
security purposes. Freelance security.
The Pinkertons, the Old West guys, that's the Pinkertons still in business. They're a security firm too.
No, the Pinkertons had formed into the FBI. They merged.
They're
into
still
the
a Pinkerton.
FBI.
They're still a Pinkerton company, and they're a security firm. I looked it up the other
think they're
day.
related.
Absolutely certain.
Were you going to apply there?
No, what the fuck would I do there? I don't shoot people.
You could get them with your sweet mustache.
Who are these guys?
They're like, "Are you good at finding people?" I'm like, "Yeah, I found my brother once. He was in the other room."
I once got chased across the Wyoming by the Pinkertons. Can you do that? I can't do that. Butch Cassidy.
I know.
All right.
No Butch Cassidy.
Private military companies refer to their business generally as the circuit. That sounds sinister.
And also, the circuit is also the internet sex.
That's what I was thinking. Some kind
Yeah.
of sexual prostitution ring there.
And in the movie and book Choke by Palahniuk, that's what they call it.
Now, why do you suppose they have all these fancy names? And not mercenaries?
why isn't KFC Kentucky Fried Chicken at this point? TLC. It's
No,
not
there's a very good reason why they are not called mercenaries.
It's not image driven?
No. Well, to a degree.
Okay.
Anybody got a guess?
That's what I would think, is that they were trying to get away from the stigmatism of what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad. The United Nations Mercenary Convention. By law, mercenaries are prohibited if you are a member of the UN. You cannot hire a mercenary if you are a member of the UN. But the UK and the United States says, well, we don't recognize the UN's classification of PMCs as mercenaries.
Oh, I'm sure. A bunch of horse shit.
Webster's Dictionary defines the definition of mercenary is a professional soldier hired to serve in a foreign army. Yep. The Urban Dictionary defines it as professional blow shit upper. There's a second definition, and I'm not familiar with this mercenary definition. Any woman who picks her boyfriends based on how much money they have or make. In other words, a money-grubbing slut.
I thought that was called a succubus.
Or the thirsty
succubus
bitch.
are the ones that...
Actually, they just want the free
ruin
drinks.
your life.
Oh.
Succubus ruins your life. Gold digger.
Yeah, the
thirsty bitch.
The thirsty bitch is more of a one-night thing. Like, she's just going to get what she can out of you, so you think you're going to get sex, but all you get is a bunch of not money that you spent on her, and then she's gone.
I'll be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yep, and then... Bam!
Just like Mom.
They passed out behind the toilet because you fed them too many gin and tonics. That was their goal.
So now, since we're defining mercenaries, to you guys, what stereotypical qualities does a movie mercenary have?
They don't shave, but it's not a beard. It's like just... You got some level of stubble growth that could be up to 2 weeks.
If it's a lady, it's a ponytail or a dude haircut.
Yeah.
There's no in between. They're not going for sexy. It's a ponytail or dude haircut.
A vest with pockets?
Vest with pockets, mercenary.
Yeah, they have to have utility vests.
Yeah, I can see that.
Pants with a bunch of fucking pockets that you just don't know what...
Cargos.
Yeah,
Many,
so
many pockets.
they can just take out, like a hand grenade that they had down there by their knee or whatever.
Big knives. They all have big fucking knives.
With serrated
all
edges.
of them have big knives, though?
There's always one of them that has a big knife.
Is there...
A group must have a knife man.
What else do we have in the group? A knife man?
A knife
guy
thrower.
Who blows shit up.
That's a knife man.
Oh.
The demolitions expert.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Heavy machine gun.
The stealthy ninja guy who goes around and just strangles people.
The assassin.
Right.
Well, what did you say, Sam?
There's usually a heavy machine gun guy.
The tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does like the rocket launchers and...
What about seduction?
Sylvester Stallone is not in this movie.
No, it's a lady movie.
Yeah, there's not always a seduction, and there's not always a sharpshooter.
Yeah. Oh, I've forgotten about the sharpshooter.
There is sometimes, but there's not always a sharpshooter, for whatever reason.
Well, there you go. That's your...
Well, based off the cover of this movie, I'm not sure that they have a seductress in this group.
I don't know. They're all hot ladies. Should mercenaries be good looking?
Well, there's always one item we forgot. There's always a scar guy.
The scar guy I thought was the bad guy.
No, I think there's usually a scar guy.
With a facial scar.
Yeah.
Is there
From saving a buddy.
Is there always a leader of the mercenary group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like a conflict of interests?
No.
Why? They're
Because
all...
somebody's got to pass out the
gotta be
guns.
in charge.
Yeah, but they're all there. If you're hiring... If you're country A and you're hiring a group of mercenaries to go in and defeat country B...
All right, wait, let's hold on.
Aren't all the mercenaries getting paid the same? You're hiring 20,000 mercenaries to invade Iraq, per se.
What you've done is you've circumvented the laws of the world. Would you hire any company to do something if said company doesn't have a structure of order or a boss?
I guess that's a pretty good point.
I would like to hire you. What do you guys do? Well, nobody makes any decisions.
Just run around.
And we're all equals. Oh, good. You're not going to get a fucking thing done. No matter what, the point A to point B is never going to happen.
We mostly shoot ourselves and blow up your buildings. That's what we're really good at.
You better not pay us first.
Half down.
That's the kind of guys that would make the kid that comes to mow your lawn, and if you give him the $10 first, there's just a big stripe in your lawn and you never see him again. He does a better job than a company without a chain of command.
Children mercenaries.
Yeah.
They're lawn mercenaries. Well, what else do we have as far as...
Other mercenary
Yeah,
things?
thoughts on mercenary tropes.
They usually talk like truck drivers.
Mercenaries?
And then there's usually one really educated one that always wants to talk about philosophy and poetry and shit like that.
Are mercenaries good guys or bad guys?
They're neutral. They're just guys that have guns that get paid to use them.
Yeah. But in the movie, they're always the good guys.
Are they?
No.
I don't think so. There's the guys, well, I don't know. I consider the guys in Predator not good guys because I'm rooting for the Predator to kill them all. But,
True.
No. Bad mercenaries. Chuck Norris? Never a bad guy.
I don't know that... When has Chuck Norris played a mercenary?
He was in the Expendables.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's a
One
mercenary.
time.
Yeah, alright.
Because he's not a mercenary in any of the Missing in Action movies. That's the only time, I think.
Well, that's all I have to say about mercenaries.
Good.
Sam, why don't you tell us about
Mercenaries?
Sam's boring bullshit.
It was made in 2014, directed by Christopher Olin Ray. Yes!
That-
Son of Olin Ray.
Fred Olin Ray.
Fred Olin Ray.
Son of Olin Ray. like he's a mythical creature.
Oh, he is.
Olin Ray will come from the hills when the sun reaches its zenith on Saturday.
Exactly.
And he will buy stuff at your yard sale.
Other films he's directed include Asteroid vs. Earth, Mega Shark vs. Crocosaurus, Almighty Thor. He's known for his frequent collaborations with one Richard Grieco,
Richard Grieco!
who is not in this film.
Oh.
Born in 1978, he started his film career in 1978
Wait, what?
by playing Baby Christopher in Brain Leeches by Fred Olin Ray.
Lovely.
This guy's been on the silver screen his entire life.
Those nepotistic bastards.
Yeah.
Gee, I wish my dad was a director.
He owns a Thundercat t-shirt because I saw
rad.
him on the internet in a Thundercat t-shirt. 12 directorial credits as of 2008 and 23 various producer credits as of 2010. He doesn't seem to post much on Facebook because he's too busy fucking working.
Oh, yeah?
I just said 12 director credits since 2008 and 23 various producer, line producer to co-producer since 2010.
What does that have to do with Facebook?
I went to his Facebook page. He's not posting anything because he's too busy fucking working.
Maybe he hates Facebook.
Well, look at how much...
There's like a
23
whole
in 5
society
years.
out there that doesn't use Facebook every day. They don't just sit on the toilet and text girls.
I think he directed... Yeah, he's too busy.
He's busy dealing with real people than the unreality that is the internet.
Well, you shouldn't be able to find his Facebook page if you just... Because that's number one if you just search him. Actually, number one was IMDb, but the Facebook was...
He doesn't have a
subsequently...
Wikipedia.
No!
Poor man!
He's too busy fucking working!
Well, you don't write your own Wikipedia.
Well, people that don't know anything about him, because what do you know about him? Go to his IMDb page and look at this cavalcade of credits in 7 years.
I'm never donating another cent to Wikipedia until Christopher Olin Ray gets his own page.
Yeah. Well, writer Edward DeRuyter pulls the double duty by playing Vez.
His name is a double duty. DeRuyter.
He also wrote many other shitty films, such as Battle of Los Angeles.
Wait.
Battle,
that's the
Battle
Mockbuster.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's the Mockbuster one.
Yeah, why did they make a mockbuster of Battle Los Angeles? I mean, that's digging fucking deep right there. Like, because it's not really a blockbuster. I don't know if that even made it. I don't
know if anybody. Yeah.
I don't know if it broke even at the
it.
theaters or what happened there. I saw the Dollar Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the really shitty looking Three Musketeer movies that's on the Netflix queue that we keep avoiding.
Return of the Musketeers?
Well, the ones with ninjas.
Oh, yeah. I think that got pulled from Netflix, actually.
Oh, that's too bad, because he wrote that shit, too.
Oh.
Yeah. Starring Zoe Bell, stuntman woman turned action man woman. She's a woman, man.
Stunt man woman. Why can't she just be a stunt woman?
Stuntman woman?
Stunt man woman.
She's a woman stuntman.
Turned action man woman.
It's an action man woman.
You sexist bastard.
She's a woman, man.
She is. Apparently she's a man woman, man.
She got cut from Django. She had a whole storyline. He tore half of her pages out when they were filming because they didn't have enough time to make a movie that was 16 hours long.
What else is she?
And then he shot some stuff, and she ends up in a couple shots, but her whole storyline's cut.
What is she actually in?
Other shit. Yeah, she's a stunt man woman.
Woman action man.
Turn action woman man.
Right.
Christina Loken, a.k.a. the fake Robert Patrick, who is not as fast and has boobs.
Yeah.
Vivica A. Fox, who prior to being a stereotype in Independence Day, was in an episode of Matlock.
Ooh.
Also...
She looked like hammered shit in Sharknado.
Yeah, she does.
She doesn't look good.
She's also had a very long role as Special Agent Nicole Scott in 1-800-MISSING.
What?
That was on for 3 years.
What?
I've never even heard
Where?
of it. I don't know.
Canada?
Who knows?
Right after Da Vinci's Inquest?
Maybe it's just played on waiting rooms at the dentist everywhere. 1-800-MISSING. This is the dentist channel.
What are you missing? My
Either that or
teeth.
it's in the back of the cabs.
No, those back of the cab TV shows are always
Can't
garbage.
turn them off.
But
You
they
can't
only-
adjust the volume.
But they only show you about like 3 minutes of them. Like, here, we're going to show you the latest clip from 1-800-MISSING. And you're like, I'm not into this at all. But then they just keep showing the same 3 minutes over and over and over again.
It was a failed entertainment venture by JetBlue to not have to pay for movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Brigitte Nielsen is in this, who most likely had sex with Flavor Flav, and certainly had sex with Sylvester Stallone.
And possibly Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And
As
possibly Arnold Schwarzenegger.
revealed during our Cobra episode.
Cynthia Rothrock, multi-champion of something that looks like Semaphore.
They got punched in the face by Chuck Norris's beard.
Yep. And not champion of crying on screen.
From such films as Undefeatable, which you might remember from just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She just can't get rid of her
No,
lately.
I didn't even know she
I hope
was
she dances again, like, clumsily with those weird...
Sai
Yeah.
blades. No, Donatello had the Sai. No, Raphael had the Sais. I don't know what those things are called.
It was like a circus.
Size.
Circus hook. Yeah, circus hook,
She
sure.
had the circus hook. Well,
Maybe she'll do a dance with a machine gun.
Oh, that would
I don't know.
be air fighting with machine guns and bazookas.
Yeah, she just waves around some shit. What is that? Apparently the Canadians are coming. I don't think she's doing Semaphore. I think she's actually fighting the air. Who knows?
I hate you, air!
I hate you, air. That air is really...
combined into a breathable material?
Yeah. Nicole Bilderback.
Whoa!
She is Asian.
Is
so
she the
does...
backup quarterback for the
She is
Denver Broncos?
the person they brought in to do kickboxing.
Cynthia Rothrock wasn't it?
They had to have somebody else, I guess, that does karate.
Cynthia Rothrock probably threw her back out and was like, bring in the ringer.
Oh, no, she's in... Well, they didn't bring in her. I mean, she's somebody else. But she also does jazz tap. Hopefully not in this movie. Or hopefully she does in this movie.
Jesus, jazz tapping, Christ.
Yeah, and in fact, I don't know whether her training in kickboxing, it just said that she's fluent in kickboxing or something that was like kickboxing, but they didn't want to give any real specifics on how much she knows. Like, it seems like she's a dancer.
It seems weird that they have two
So she owns a Thai bow tape.
martial
Who
arts
knows?
experts in the same film.
I don't even know if it's jazz tap or just jazz hands. I mean, hell.
With Billy Blanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also Alexis Rach, who is a child actress who has an IMDb picture that freaks me the fuck out.
Oh, yeah?
I am pretty sure she's a gelfling.
We might put that up on the website.
You might have to put that up on the website.
That's weird.
The only available trivia on this feature is Chris Olin Ray doesn't have time for guns to work properly. There's people bitching about how the guns don't act like they're supposed to. They're Glocks, and you pull the trigger and fire comes out and the slide doesn't move back.
Okay. So what's the problem?
They didn't have time.
For what?
Blanks or money.
So they used real bullets?
No, they used post-production fire.
Not post-production fire. I hate that.
You know how much most movies are doing it now. It's
I know, it always looks shitty.
Shit.
Like I've seen big budget movies fire the fake bullets and it looks shitty.
It looks shitty.
Just fire the real. You know what else is terrible?
It doesn't need fire. It just needs the natural snap of the gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
The natural snap of the gun and some bang sounds, and you're good.
Gunshot sounds. You know what else I hate? I hate CGI blood.
Oh, yeah.
That looks shitty,
It looks shitty.
And corn syrup really isn't that expensive.
No.
And it looks fantastic.
It looks
on
fantastic.
walls.
Just get a thing of Actually, you know what? You don't even have to. If you're going to do. You know what looks better than CGI blood? Ketchup.
Everything.
Everything looks better than CGI blood.
Mm-hmm.
It looks terrible. I also, which isn't making it into mainstream very much, but a lot of stinkers are doing it, is the CGI fire.
Oh, the CGI fire,
the post-production explosions.
God.
Those are shit.
Bleesh.
I'm sure there's going to be at least one of those in this movie.
Yeah.
This is going to be post-production everything.
Now that you've said that, my excitement level for this movie has
The bar just got lowered. Well, you got to figure he shot this thing. If he's anything like his father, he shot it in a week.
Yeah, well, I have nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So he had other shit to do because he's fucking busy.
I'd rather have them make the pew pew sounds and like pew 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 and just move their hand up and down.
Gunshot sounds.
You know what? Sometimes, fuck guns.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The movies where they run around and punch each other and you're like, I don't know why these cops don't have guns, but I'm fine with it because they just keep punching each other in the face. They're punching other people in the face. There's just punching. As long as it moves and there's action, screw it.
Yeah,
you don't have money for guns, fuck the guns.
Yeah, if you don't have the money, just don't do it. That's our top tip, and that's our show. In the meantime, get to the chopper, mercenaries. Or mercenaries. Visit us at www.stinkermadness.com. Follow Stinker Madness on Twitter at Stinker Madness. Please rate and review us on iTunes and Stitcher. Thank you for listening, and get to the chopper.